Blessing on that bitch. Hold up.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 100 Points, and I'm back for another video of NBA 2K26. And man, let me tell you guys, I have created my best point guard build of this year. And you guys know how I like to make my point guards. I like to make my PGs with size. I like to make them with a lot of playmaking. I like to make them with a lot of rebounding and defense. I really want to be an all-around player in any game mode that I'm at. And I'm not gonna lie, this build right here is the best build, in my opinion, to take in any game mode that you guys play on this game. You could take him to Pro-Am and compete competitively. You can take this build to the random rec and dominate. You can take this build to 3v3 and play literally any position on the floor pretty much with this build. And when the game first came out, I didn't understand certain attributes. I didn't understand certain badges. I didn't understand a lot. So my early point guard builds, they were pretty good, but they weren't this one. This guy right here is, in my opinion, and you guys can let me know if you feel otherwise, but in my opinion, this is the best all-around guard that you can possibly make on this game, and I'm about to show y'all. So let me talk about the things that I did with this build, and I'm gonna also let you guys know what I would change. So this is the build right here, and as you guys can see, like I said, you have a lot of playmaking, a lot of defense, you're able to shoot, and the rebounding is just absolutely insane with this point guard build. An 89 defensive rebound and an 81 O-board. And the physicals, not too shabby, man. 81 speed, 84 agility, 60 strength, and a 77 vertical. So let me tell you guys what I would probably change about this build, no doubt. If I had to redo this build, and I might do that, you know, towards the end. So just use this as a template, guys. You do not have to use your cap breakers how I did in this one. I put 4 on ball handle to get handles for days on gold, and I put 1 on pass sack, I believe, to get like break starter or dimer on Hall of Fame. Now, if I redid this build, and let me go to the cap breakers, I would literally put 5 on either driving dunk, or I would put 5 on standing dunk, just so I'm able to cut to the basket and be confident that I'm about to go up with a dunk. But even though I didn't put my cap breakers there, I'm still pretty content with how this build is. Handles for days on gold without any badge +1 is pretty good in itself. So I'm not really tripping about dunk. And when I'm running the point guard position, I'm really looking for open threes. And when I get to that mid-range area, I'm either putting up a floater or I'm shooting a moving midi. So I'm really not tripping about not having any dunk. If I'm on the break, obviously just going up with a layup. But there are really key factors in this build, and I just want to talk about some of them. So let me explain the 96 perimeter. Bro, I am locking guards up with this build. I mean, not only is he 6'7" with max wingspan, but I mean, I'm sitting on challenger and on-ball minutes at Hall of Fame with a no +1. And when we go to my badges, which I'm about to go to right now, you can see on-ball minutes, I put the legend. Challenger, I put the legend. This is a lockdown. He is a lockdown build. I don't need a lot of steal. 60 is plenty of steal for me. I don't want to sit there and reach on people. I want to box people up, bro. I don't want to do all of that gambling. That's not the way I play defense. So with on-ball minutes on legend and challenger on legend, No one can take you confidently one-on-one. It's just not gonna happen. If you're playing defense the correct way, no one can dominate you on defense. I have clips. Y'all can see this guy was trying to go at me and he couldn't do anything with me. He dropped 20 on my boy. I told him, hey man, let's go ahead and switch. And when I got on him, he stayed there. He stayed at 20, or I think he might have had like 2 points, but he stayed where he was at. He was running the offense. I came in, I shut him completely down with this build. And I didn't even have my badges on Legend. They were on Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame is pretty good. But key components of this build and why I have my badge set up like this. High flying denier, paint patroller. Bro, if a point guard blows past you, you can confidently, and I mean confidently, let him go by you. And when he's going up for a layup or a dunk, you're going to swat it. When a big man gets a switch on you, I have a clip of that as well. When a big man gets a switch on you, they're gonna think it's sweet because you're a point guard, but the whole time you have badges like a lockdown. You're able to get blocks on big man off of switches. You're able to get any type of switch and be good to go. You don't have to worry about anything. When I get put in a post with big man off of switches, bro, I'm not even tripping, bro. When they go up, they're surprised when they're missing baskets, but little do you know I have paint patroller on gold and high flying denier on Hall of Fame. So I'm just pretty good in the paint. And rebound chaser on Hall of Fame as well. This is my favorite badge as far as going into random rec, because I know for a fact that I can go grab a rebound and I can initiate the fast break with my 92 pass accuracy. So you're really a big man lockdown with a point guard, because I'm grabbing boards, I'm throwing full court passes, I'm locking your best player up, and you know, I can also go get a bucket. You guys see I got my shooting specialization. I have set shot specialist on Hall of Fame, shifty shooter on gold. That's all you need. Literally, that is all you need to go score buckets consistently. I'm telling you guys. I also have box out beast out here, just because if I get matched up with a smaller guard, which 9 times out of 10 I do, even the guards that are like 6'6", 6'7", think about it, man, they don't have any rebound. If they're trying to box you out, if a wing is trying to box you out, your rebounding is so high that you can just get around them and get an offensive rebound. Or on the defensive end of the floor, you got some power forwards trying to box you out, you have some centers trying to box you out. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Think about the 7'4" big man, for example, that only get 85 rebound, or maybe even an 80. That's not doing anything with this build. I'm just gonna be honest. You're gonna swim around him and grab the board. I have done it plenty of times. And it's just something that people don't expect to run into when they're matching up against a point guard. When you're matching up against a point guard, the first idea in your head is, I'm probably gonna run into a point guard that's hiding behind screens, or you know, a rim running point guard. But when you bring a build out here that is just so different and so versatile, they don't know what to think. I affect games in ways that people don't think point guards do. I went into random rec earlier today and I was making players quit because they just couldn't handle what I was bringing to the table. Like, you're going up against a lockdown point guard that rebounds like a big and can still score on you. It just doesn't make any sense. The reason why I say that this build is perfect for random rec is because of the fact that you control the game in many ways. Like, you don't have to wait on anybody to give you the ball. Even if people are selling in the red, let's just say people are playing just stupid. You have the ability to go get rebounds and make the right play. You don't have to rely on a center sometimes. Like, you may get more rebounds than a center. I've done it plenty of times. You don't have to rely on anybody to get the job done. You can lock up the best player. You can go lock up the point guard. You don't need a lockdown. You can go rebound if the center is not rebounding. You can make plays. You can get buckets, man. I promise you. And I'm gonna show you guys my jump shot real quick. I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask for it. Shout out to Yard, man. He gave me this jump shot. And it's gonna be Quentin Grimes, Baluba, and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And this is everything that you guys need to have for this jump shot. When I tell you this is a straight up and down jumper, you will not miss a lot with this jump shot. I gave this jumper to my homeboy today. He was struggling with his 3. The first game he put his jump shot on, he went and dropped 38 points. He could not shoot with the jumper he had. And as soon as I gave him this one, he could not miss. So trust me when I say, just try this jump shot right here, guys. Just literally try it and see what you guys can do with it. I promise you, this is one of the best jump shots on the game. And you know, I love it. So this build right here is just pretty well-rounded, man. I'm telling you guys, and like I said, when we break down the cap breakers, you all are able to put your caps wherever you want to. I went and added my 2 to mid-range so I could get Shifty Shooter on silver, obviously, so I could boost it to gold or Hall of Fame, whatever I feel like doing. Like I said, the playmaking, you don't have to put the +1s where I put them at. A lot of you guys are going to put the +5 on dunk, and I'm not mad at that at all. I should have did it myself. I made a mistake, but it's really not a mistake because I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted that handles for days on goal without the badge +1 because I do like to dribble a little bit. But the perimeter, 92, bumped it to a 96. I wanted on ball and challenger on Hall of Fame without any +1s. I was just thinking strategically when it came down to this build of how I wanted to make him. Now, one key thing that I want you guys to understand is this 84 block on a point guard is absolutely ridiculous, bro. I wish it could go to an 88, but it can't unless you're like 6'8". But 84 block on a point guard is just insane. You can run this build with a speedster takeover and end up with a 92 agility and an 89 speed if you want to. When I'm running this build, I usually do like a +10 takeover with a 3-point shot and dishmaster so my teammates can hit more shots, but you guys are able to use speedster on this build and make him just a crazy defender with all the speed that he has. Nobody will really get past you if you're playing defense the right way. So one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, I went 6'7", 217, so I wouldn't be too slow, but I also just have ridiculous rebounding. The highest rebounding you could get on a PG is a 91. And I think your old boy goes to like an 84, which is cool, but it's really no point of me going to a 91 necessarily when I know that I can't get rebound chaser on gold. You need a 92 for that. So I just left it at an 89. I felt like that was really good. And also, if I wanted to get just creative and run a defensive rebound takeover and get +10 on rebounds, then, you know, I would have a 99 D board. So that's why I left it at 89. To be honest, you know, if you want to run this with an 85, I don't blame you, but I really think the 89 is super, super effective. So this is the build. I'm gonna have some gameplay for you guys in my next video, but I just really wanted to break this build down and show you what it was capable of, show you some clips so you guys know that I'm not lying about the defensive capabilities of this build and the rebounding of it as well. And, you know, just remember, this is the perfect point guard build if you're like a pass first point guard and you want to go to the random rec, get some rebounds, outlets, make some crazy passes and get some triple doubles. So if that's your style of play, then look no further because this guy is it. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video, man. Let's keep it going. Almost at 2,000 subscribers. I'm gonna start streaming live when I reach 2,000. So let's go ahead and keep growing the community. I appreciate you all for watching this video. God bless you guys. I'm out. Peace.